Hey friends, it's Shereé, and in tonight's video, I'm doing a little Sunday night sewing catch up with you. But first, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning person, thank you so much for your continued support. All right, let's get into it. Friends, I'm doing this video a little different, okay? It has been a very busy weekend and I really wanted to film for you and let you know what I've been up to and what I'm planning to do in the next couple of weeks. But the weekend got away from me. My son had a couple of basketball games. I did my regular mom stuff, cleaning house and all those things. But also I did some sewing and some shopping. So before I knew it, it was Sunday night. So you're catching me fresh-faced right out of the shower in my PJs. These are my favorite pajamas, by the way. My mom bought them for me for Christmas last year from Soma, and they are like a modal fabric. They're so stretchy and comfy, and I just love them so much. And I just did my hair, so I'm ready I reset myself to start off a week on the right foot. So I'm ready to go for work tomorrow morning. But anyway, before I go to sleep, I wanted to share with you what I've been working on, what my plans are, and what I purchased. Let's first start by talking about the things that I've been working on. In my last sewing catch-up video, I did share with you that I was working on an all-white outfit for an event. I also mentioned and shared with you a designer dead stock hot pink knit fabric. And so both of those garments are going to be used for a trip that I have coming up. I'm actually going to the sorority retreat. And one of the nights we're supposed to be wearing all white, and so I shared with you the pants to my all white outfit. Well, yesterday I completed the top. It's on the mannequin behind me. It's kind of hard to see, so I'll insert some pictures. But it is a beautiful, beautiful blouse, and it's very unique. I did some things that are a little bit different to this guy, that are different from the pattern. But this is a gorgeous white eyelet fabric that my mother bought for me for my birthday, like I guess it's been almost 3 years ago, and it's just been in my stash and I've been holding on to it for the longest time. It was either 2 or 3 years ago, I actually don't remember, but it is a gorgeous fabric, and I believe it is from the fabric store. Is it from the fabricstore.com, the one that closed down? Anyways, gorgeous fabric. The blouse came out exactly the way I wanted it to, and the pattern is the paper cut pattern, the Ashling dress, and I actually did the blouse version, and I kind of modeled it after the cropped version of this pattern, but I lengthened the front so that it would cover my belly because, as I mentioned in that last video, I've gained a little bit of weight, okay? And the jeans that I made are a bit snug on my belly, and so I feel like it's a bit noticeable. So what I did was I made the front of the blouse, it's still cropped, longer than the back of the blouse, and some may not like it, but I love it, okay? And I'll insert some pictures so that you can see what this blouse looks like on my mannequin. But my all white outfit is complete, and while some people might be planning to wear dresses and things of that nature, I gotta be comfortable, okay? So I'm going to be wearing my white jeans, my white blouse, and probably some white loafers. So my all white outfit is tick, 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 checked off and ready to go. The other thing that I worked on is Simplicity S9337, and this is the pattern. I made the sweatshirt and I also made the joggers. Now, I made a size medium, I believe, but I actually wish I had done a size small because it is a little bit big on me. The joggers, no problem. I don't mind them being bigger. Bigger is better as far as being comfortable. But for the sweatshirt, I didn't care for it too much, and I didn't have enough fabric in order to do the waistband cuff of the sweatshirt, so I actually just left it long and then hemmed it. But the problem is that even with it being hemmed, it comes like past my hip area, so it doesn't look cropped like it does on this lady here. And so that's okay. It actually looks fine, but I'll probably be wearing it tucked in. And I know that sounds weird for pajamas. It just looks better to me. I'll slip a picture of me trying on the outfit because I wanted to show Talisha what it looked like. I don't know if you're like that with your sewing friends, but I'd be texting her in the night, sending her pictures of my makes like she cares. But she's a good friend, so she'll always like toot me up and help me feel better about what I made, especially if I'm uncertain as to if I like something or not. I'll say, girl, what do you think about this? And she'll tell me what I should change or whatever, because she's a good friend like that. But anyway, I took a picture and I was looking kind of rough in the picture just so that I could show her how it turned out. So I'll insert those pictures so you can see what it looks like. Now in the future, I'll probably make this out of a sweatshirt fleece so that it holds a different shape. But I like the pattern. It was super easy to put together. If you've been looking for a sweatsuit pattern, I think this is a good one. I just advise you that since it's a his and her type of pattern, that you size down if you're a her. I mean, you don't have to, but in my situation, I found that following the size guidelines on the back, whenever I'm doing a unisex pattern, I always end up making something too big by following the size recommendations on the back. I almost always have to go down 1 or 2 sizes. So that was the case for this guy. But overall, the fabric itself is very soft and cozy and comfortable, and the color is great. I'll definitely probably wear this more than just as pajamas because this is not a pajama pattern. So, but you know, it's a pajama assignment. I'll be wearing it as pajamas, but I'll probably also be wearing it for daytime attire outside of the retreat. So this was actually a good sew for me. I do like it. I think after the retreat, I might actually take the sweatshirt, cut off a good chunk of the bottom to make it more cropped, but use that amount of fabric that I cut off to create the hem cuff for the bottom of the sweatshirt. And I think that I'd like the way that looks better rather than it being so long that it can be tucked in. Although it does look cute tucked in, I think that I'll sleep more comfortably if I do wear it as pajamas, if it's a sweatshirt that is more cropped and not tucked in. I think that'll be more comfortable. But for wearing day to day, if I'm just planning to wear it as loungewear, it's fine the way it is. But anyway, I think this is a good pattern and I probably will sew this again. Now at the retreat, there's going to be chunks of time each day. The retreat is about 3.5 days. There's going to be chunks of time each day that we get to sew. And so I have several projects that I'm trying to decide between because I had told myself, Shereé, you will not be cutting new fresh projects for this retreat. You have so many projects that are already cut and prepped in project bags, ready to go. Don't you waste any more fabric and cut something new. So I'm going to do just that. I pulled a bunch of projects from my prepped bucket and I'm going to be taking from these, but I've shared these with you over the last year before and they just never got sewn up, some of them. So some things that I'm thinking about is this old vintage pattern. It's a Simplicity 6877. I don't even know if this, you can still find this other than on Etsy. I actually got this from a sewing school that was closing down. I'm making it out of this red fabric, which I have no idea what the fabric content is at all, but I will be making the view with the collar. So I'll be making view 3 here. It's not lettered, it's numbered. And it's just a cute little crop button up with a collar and a pocket. And the reason why I chose this fabric is because I actually made my own buttons. And I made these cute little, oh my gosh, I love these buttons so much. And I've just been holding on to them, but I actually want to use them. I made these gorgeous little watermelon buttons using resin. And I've made lots of buttons for myself that I've just been holding on to, and it's time to bring them out and actually start using them. But I thought this would be such a great little spring summer button up. And so I definitely think I'm going to take this because it'll be a quick and easy sew. And it doesn't have very many pattern pieces, so I know it'll just go by really quickly. Another thing that I have prepped and never sewed for whatever reason is I had cut out a white version of this top. Now on my channel I have sewn a Day of the Dead type print of this pattern and I love that top. I wear it every fall and it's just so cute, right? So I actually cut out a white version and never sewed it. It was just waiting for me to find it in my pre-cut project bucket. So I'll take both of these because I think they're going to be pretty quick to sew up, especially that one since I've already sewn it up before, so I kind of know how to do it. So those are 2 projects that I'll be taking. I also mentioned that I'd be taking my second pair of lander pants. Those I absolutely will be taking because I want to wear them badly. And so if you don't know what the lander pants are, I'll quickly show you the pattern cover. So these are the Lander pants, and it's by True Bias, and I've made one version in a leopard denim. Well, I have this really great deep wine red colored denim that I cut it out of, and I've been holding on to this cone milled fabric for so long. So it's time to have my Lander pants in my final version. I shouldn't say final version, in my next version. The first version I did was kind of like a test run. I was trying to see if I liked the pattern for myself, figure out what changes needed to be made and all that. Now the changes have been made to this, and I've recut it out in my special fabric. So this is definitely something that I want to sew on the retreat. And I also have this awesome sweatshirt View A. It's a new Simplicity pattern. And this is Simplicity S9897. And I did cut out this view here in an awesome fabric. I had just enough left over from a project that I did last year for my mother-in-law. I made her some joggers out of this fabric, and I had just enough to make that sweatshirt. So this is what it looks like. It's just a gray sweatshirt fleece, but it's actually very expensive, luxurious sweatshirt fleece. I got this from Stone Mountain and Daughter, and I want to say it was something crazy like $23 a yard or something. Anyways, I had just enough to cut out the long version of this sweatshirt. I ended up going down a size in this one, so I cut out a size small instead of the size medium that was recommended. It'll still be oversized, but it may not fit me quite as oversized as it does on Mimi. I don't think it will have as much pulling or bagginess around the wrists. So we'll see how it turns out. Either way, whether it is this baggy or if it fits the way I envision it's going to fit, they'll both be cute because I love the way this looks. So this will be another quick and easy project that I can do. And I was sold, especially once I found out it has pockets. I love me some pockets, okay? So I have those ready to go. Okay, another project that I think I'm going to take, and I don't know if this is too many projects, but since they're already cut and prepped and everything, even with interfacing, I think I'll be sewing them pretty quickly. Although I've never actually sewn with other people before, so I don't know if I'm gonna be distracted and like running my mouth and talking a lot. But I am also going to bring M8149, which is a McCall skirt pattern. Now I have made two versions of this pattern before in the past, and I love those skirts a lot. So I actually, a year ago, I believe, had cut out a faux leather version. And it's like a taupey colored faux leather. So pretty. And I think this would be so nice for spring. Such a pretty, pretty skirt. So yeah, so that is everything that I plan to take with me. I might remove a couple projects. I just don't know. I don't know. I know for sure that I want to sew up the Lander pants as well as the Norris sweatshirt. So I know for a fact those two are going. But as far as all these additional projects that I just mentioned, I'm on the fence about them. Please leave a comment below if you think I'm packing too many projects. If you've gone to a sewing retreat before in the past and you have a realistic idea of how much sewing actually gets done at these things, or if it's mostly just social hour, let me know, because I have some pretty unrealistic plans, as I often do. And when I'm alone, I can sew a lot of things really quickly, but I don't know what it'll be like, you know, sewing with friends. So anyway, those are all the things that I plan to take with me on my sewing retreat. Okay, the next thing I want to do is share with you the things that I picked up. So I actually went to Joann on Saturday, and they were having the sale on the Nomi patterns as well as the McCall patterns. And as you know, I actually messed up last time and went to the wrong Joann, and I wasn't able to get anything I wanted during their last sale. So this time around, I actually went to my favorite Joann, and I picked up all the things that I was looking for. In addition to that, I got some clearance fabrics, and so I'm really excited to share those with you. The first fabric that I want to share with you is something I got from the clearance bins, and I don't always have the best luck with the clearance bins, but I'm trying to get better about perusing them before I walk the aisles, just in case there's a gem. And this one's going to make a pretty awesome t-shirt, I think. It is a really neat rib knit fabric. It's a shade of purple that I actually don't know what it's called, but it is like a lighter pinkish purple, and it has a reflective nature to it. It's soft and it's stretchy. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell you exactly what the fabric is, but I think it is, I can make out nylon spandex on the description, but I can't see the percentage of what it is. But it was on sale. It was marked at $5.80, and then there was a sign above it that said 50% off of that. So I got this for, you know, like, I don't know, less than $3. So that's a win because it is enough to do a t-shirt. So I'm happy about that. The next fabric that I want to share with you, I actually don't know what type of fabric this is. It is so stretchy and so nice and soft. It is a gray shade. I do know that it is a modal poly span blend, and it was marked at $19.99 a yard, which is very pricey, which leads me to believe that this is a really nice type of fabric. And then it was marked 50% off. So I got it for like 10 bucks, and it is a full yard at 57 inches wide. So I'll be able to make probably my favorite knit skirt pattern out of this. And I think it'll be cozy and cute and hug the body in the right places. Now, I talked about that skirt in my winter wardrobe video. Please, please, please check out that video if you haven't watched it already, and check out the things that I made to wear for winter in these last few weeks left of winter. That would really help me out, and it would support my channel, so please watch that video. But you'll also get the tee on the knit skirt that I love to make over and over again because it's just so easy to put together and so comfortable. So I think that's what this fabric will be. The next fabric that I want to share with you is this gorgeous premium cotton fabric. It has lemon slices all over it, and it is almost 2.5 yards. It was the end of a bolt, and it was in the clearance section of fabrics at Joann. I don't know if all Joann stores have this section, but there was tons and tons of fabrics that I assume are on their way out that were deeply discounted. So this was like $3.97 a yard, and I did the end of the bolt, and it was like almost 2.5 yards. And so they just worked it out and gave me, I guess, a discount because it was an end of the bolt situation. So yeah, and what I'll be making with this is a special project at the retreat. They told us to bring 2 yards of fabric for a special project, and so this is the fabric that I'm going to take. And if you're wondering why it's yellow and you're new to my channel, I love yellow. I always sew yellow, especially in the springtime. And also, March is the month of Sew Yellow for Endo, and that is endometriosis. This challenge is hosted every year, and this is a challenge that I participate in every year because I am a person who suffered from endometriosis for a great portion of my adult life, and I ended up having a hysterectomy. And so I no longer struggle with endometriosis, but it definitely was something that it affected my life deeply. And so anything I can do to help support a challenge, which is raising money towards awareness and treatment of this condition, I will do it. So anyway, I will be sewing up that secret special project with this fabric. So yeah, if you want to get in on the Sew Yellow for Endo challenge, go ahead and use the hashtag that's in the description section of this video, and you can follow along with those who are participating. So that's what I'll be using that for. The next fabric that I want to share with you is actually a really beautiful gingham fabric. This was not on sale. It was $9.99 a yard, and then I used a 25% off coupon on it, but it is gorgeous. It is a brown gingham fabric, and as you can see, the gingham print is very tiny. I just think it's such a pretty, pretty fabric, and it's going to be perfect for this pattern test that I have coming up. There's a new pattern that's going to be released by Cashmere Club, and I am going to sew up that pattern with this fabric, and I think it's going to be gorgeous. Now for this fabric and also for the lemon fabric, I did go ahead and serge the cut ends of the fabric because I saw some of my sewing friends do that before they wash their fabric, but I failed to serge the salvage edge, which is already a bit frayed. So I'm hoping that because it's salvage edge, it won't fray anymore, but I'm also considering serging that long edge as well. If you've purchased fabric like this before in the past, let me know, will it fray more past that salvage stitch end, or will it just stay like this? Let me know before I waste my time serging up the sides. All right, let's get into the patterns that I picked up. So the Nomi patterns that I had wanted to pick up last time I went to the sale and they didn't have what I wanted were 3, And one of them in particular is the Nomi ME2063, and this is the Brittany J. Jones pattern, the jumpsuit. I love the way this pattern looks. It is definitely my style, definitely something that I would love to wear this spring and summer. So I'm really happy that I picked that up. And if you don't know about the Joann sales, the patterns are $1.99. And then I also picked up the Lydia Naomi pattern ME2068. Initially, I thought I was gonna pass on this, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought it might be really, really cute in denim fabric. So I did pick up this one, and I think it's going to be really neat, especially with all the top stitching. So I got this one. The last pattern that I picked up is Nomi ME2070, and originally I thought I would not be making any trench coats because I have a trench coat from Zara that I love and I've been wearing all the time. But I saw a really beautiful designer trench coat made out of denim, and it stopped me in my tracks. And I decided that I might actually want to make a denim one of those, and probably not anytime soon because I have other things that I want to sew up. But still, oh, I couldn't stop thinking about that denim trench. I dreamt about it. I was like, that might actually be something that I will want to sew. So I did end up picking this up. And so far, I've really liked her patterns. This is a Beauty J'adore pattern. So yeah, so I did pick this up. Now I'm going to share with you the McCall patterns that I picked up. Now, the first two that I picked up are definitely still for the weather that I'm experiencing right now. And the first one is the M8447. This is a Brandy pattern, and I love this pattern. It is a cute little fitted sweatsuit. Now, I generally wear an oversized sweatsuit most of the time because that's the most comfortable for my lifestyle. But I thought this was so stylish and so cute. Like, she just looks so put together, and she threw on a heel, which I probably wouldn't throw on a heel, but still I could see myself wearing this with a low profile sneaker and my trench coat. And I just think it's really cute. I love that she's added a little bag to her outfit. It's just a very cute little outfit that I thought would be so cute. So I picked this up, and then I got the McCall M8210, and it is this gorgeous jacket. Now I have this really great, it's kind of like one of those fleecy fabrics, but it's the non-peel one from Joann, and it is brown and plaid. I shared it with you a couple of years ago, and I think that would be so cute in this fabric, especially right now while we're entering into baseball season, and so I'll be outside cold all the time. So I plan on sewing up a few jackets in these next few weeks. Not that I need them, but because I like to be stylish, okay? But this will be a really cute jacket to sew up. Now, the fabric recommendations are twill, linen, denim, and wool blends, and I'm going to be using this as a non-wool alternative. So I'll share that with you because it definitely looks like an easy project to put together, super cute. And I've made jackets before in the past, so it won't be anything new to me. And it definitely has less features to it than some of the patterns that I've sewn up recently. So I think I'll probably be able to sew this one up pretty easily. I definitely will do my research and find out from my sewing friends if they've had issues and anything I need to tweak before I get into it. But I can definitely see this jacket being made out of all of the recommended fabrics, and I'm excited to give this one a try. These last two are actually spring summer patterns. Now this one, I don't even remember this coming out, but it is back when McCall patterns had names to them, and this is so cute. It's McCall M7906, and I'm looking at view C, which is the yellow skirt, as well as view D. I love a long skirt, but it is pleated, it has buttons, and I have this gorgeous twill fabric that I shared with you in my fall sewing plans, and it was supposed to be some wide leg pants, which I never actually got around to making because I switched up my mind and made a different pair of pants. But that fabric would be fabulous in this skirt, and I don't know if you ever do that, like have a plan for a fabric and then find something that you think would just be perfect for that instead. That's what's happened here. So I love this skirt. I love the way she styled it here on the front. I'd probably wear it very similarly, but I could also see myself wearing this with a white button up with the collar popped. This is a cute pattern, and so I picked this one up. And the last one, to be honest, I thought I was going to absolutely pass on because I don't like the view that is being advertised on the front and on the website. This is McCall M8452. It is the cargo style skirt. I don't like the way this looks, but this view here, I really like. I really like this view here. It is similar to something that I already have, only that pattern doesn't have the cargo pockets or the drawstring waist. So I am definitely interested in this. And as far as notions go, it does have an elastic waist, and then they have the ties in addition to that. So I think I'll actually really like this one. And I do love that it has big deep pockets on the front and that it is a flowy wide skirt. This with the drawstring on the bottom, it's not for me. No, it's not for me. But I also like that view A is a bubble skirt. That could be fun to make. So, and it's actually shorter, but definitely view C is what caught my eye about this. And if I had not gone into the store and actually picked up the pattern, I never would have noticed this view. So yeah, those are all the patterns that I picked up. They did have the threads on sale, buy 3 get 2, and so I did get 2 of these for my brown gingham top, and these are Gutermann threads. I also got the yellow for my lemon top, and I got 2 navy blue threads because I've been making a lot of jeans and I definitely have more that I plan to make, and so I always run out of my navy blue threads. And they have these little baskets, and these were like $4 or something like that, and then I used my coupon on top, and I just got this for additional pattern storage because things are getting out of control again, friends, and I said I wouldn't let that happen, and I did. So one thing that I really love to do is go through some of the patterns that have been given to me over the past few years and decide whether or not they are actually my style and if I'll actually sew them up. I did remove, when I did a purge last year and I donated patterns, I did remove patterns that were not my size. But now this time around, I want to go in and re-examine the things that I decided to keep and really ask myself, is this my style? Will I make it? And not just, it's not my style now, but it might be my style later. I don't want to think about later. I want to think about what's happening in my life right now and if I'm realistically ever going to sew it, and remove those patterns. Now the patterns that I've spent my money on and purchased, I have a slight bit of attachment to those, and I don't think that I'll be able to let go of them, especially because when I saw them, I actually had a fabric in mind, a vision, a plan in mind. But I do have patterns that I have sewn up and will not revisit that I can definitely remove from my sewing room, because if I didn't enjoy the process and I was upset about it, why revisit it? Just let it go. So I'll let some of those go so that I can make room for new patterns. But I thought it would be nice to pick up another basket. Now it's not an acrylic basket like what I prefer to store my patterns in, but it'll do, and I don't have a lot of space anymore for storing them, so this is going to work out nicely. But anyways, those are all the things that I wanted to share with you. If you enjoyed this rambling style of video, please do give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel, and please do check out my channel and see if there's any videos that I've posted that you have not seen. I am getting some messages about my videos not showing up in people's suggested watch anymore, and so I don't know what's going on there, but you can hit the notification bell and that will notify you every time I upload. And I really appreciate your support, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Talk to you soon. Bye.